They're the finest youth beach volleyball players in North America. Over 400 teams are here from 36 states, Canada, and Puerto Rico. They gather on the hallowed sands of Hermosa Beach, California. It's the AAU Beach Volleyball Junior National Championships on this, its 25th anniversary. In the 18U final, it's a California pair, Piper Monk-Heidrich of Manhattan Beach and Abby Van Winkle of San Clemente. They face a Florida duo, Lexy Deraburg of Merrit Island and Rileigh Powers of Oveido. Let's hear from our announcers, Denny Lennon and Gino Grajeda.
All right. The venue is packed. It's Hermosa Beach, California. It's the 25th AAU Beach Volleyball National Championships. Denny Lennon, Gino Grajeda. Gino, what do we got in store for us here?
18 under final, Denny. 112 teams to start the tournament, down to the final two. We've got California versus Florida.
So 1 set to 28. 1 set to 28. Attacking at the net is Abby Van Winkle. She's dropping that one in. Her partner, Piper Monk-Heidrich. Piper out of Manhattan Beach. Abby out of San Clemente. Piper's going to serve it up 1-0. Lexy Denaburg introduces herself. Lexy out of Merrit Island, Florida. Her partner, Rileigh Powers, out of Oveido, Florida.
Both out of Cape Coast. Got a chance to see them play at a tough quarterfinal game, 30-28. Another tough semi as well. So
they are battle-tested. They come in here with 2 impressive victories in the quarters and the semis, taking out some top-seeded teams. It's a pair of ones on the board. Attack at the net. Net violation. Piper gets caught. 2-1.
Set tied at the net. Piper trying to reach her. It just nicks the net.
So Lexy Denaburg, beach player. She won the 16s West Coast AAU Beach Junior Olympic Games. And here she is in the 18 finals of the national championship.
Won the 15s as well.
Oh, wow. Good block action at the net, but able to clean it up. Abby Van Winkle out of San Clemente.
Albie Hanneman coaching the girls from California today, out of Florida, Denny.
Abby Van Winkle, cross-court serve. Denaburg gets the serve, bangs it cross-court. And from what I have been seeing, she's been ripping the ball pretty well throughout the course of the tournament, Gino.
They've had a tough bracket all the way through, as has Monk-Heidrich and Van Winkle.
So now Rileigh Powers serving down. This time Piper gets the serve. She rips across court. Nice dig, but not able to play it over as Denaburg. Couple of threes.
Piper out of the Maricosta High School program, who won an IBVL section and a state championship this year, 2nd year in a row. And she's been on the team for 4 years in that varsity program.
Wow. So an impressive athlete. Piper, deep middle serve. Rileigh picks it up. And Powers goes deep angle to get the point, and we got our first turn at 4-3.
That's the kind of side change you want. Looks like we're in for a close match today, Denny.
So we had a packed house for the 10 girls, and there's even more now for the 18 girls championship. Enjoying the action from the beautiful strand running along Hermosa Beach. Denaburg, an aggressive server, so you live with her misses because she can really give you an advantage when she puts that tough jump serve in.
Abby with multiple clubs with LA Beach and Wave and LAICG.
And Winkle picks it up. Monk-Heidrich cashes in. 5-4.
Looking forward to going to UCLA next year, Denny, as is the other 3 on the court.
UCLA really making a move if they're going to be landing these type players. Oh, Van Winkle with a beautiful dig. Powers gets the set. Van Winkle yet again coming up with one. Abby goes down the middle. Abby Van Winkle. Defense leading to a point.
Abby makes a nice play, able to get up, get a nice set from Piper. Good for a kill.
So LA Beach. Wave. Abby Van Winkle. Again serving a 6-4 score and make it 7-4. And Van Winkle, Monk-Heidrich on a roll.
This game is not over by any means. No lead is safe here in the 18 division, Denny.
So again, this going to 28 for the gold medal. Lexy Denaburg. Ball slowed down as it hits the net. Van Winkle, no such trouble, but a beautiful dig from Powers. And Powers hammers down. That's just classic beach volleyball.
That's a lot of power in that swing, Denny.
Rileigh just sitting on it. And then as you noted, making her namesake proud with a powerful put away. 5-7.
Girls from Florida, coached by Darren Bolton at the Cape Coast Volleyball Club, Denny. Longtime AAU supporter.
So that ball travels long and out of bounds. It's the AAU Beach program, which has many loyal supporters in these national championships, hosting over 400 teams from 36 states, British Columbia and Puerto Rico. And it has been a spectacular tournament. It's culminating with these last two games, which will be the 18s and the 16s. So we got our second turn. 8-7.
All comes down to California and Florida. The two girls from Florida had a tough semifinal against two other girls from California, Maple and Buckner, in a tough semifinal match.
Denaburg. Back to serve. Van Winkle on the pickup. Van Winkle rolls it off the block. Block counts as a hit on the beach. So that ball's got to go over. Miscue from Van Winkle, but she gets it back. She gets an opportunity to go down the line. Well played on the pokey. Denaburg, and then she decides to use it again. And the triple pokey as Monk-Heidrich decides to cash in for the point.
It's pokey time.
9-6. So
California girls had to beat a tough Puerto Rican team to get to this match, Denny.
so it is truly a national championship with the whole continent represented, Gino, including 6 teams from Alaska that were in the overall competition.
Alaska, Hawaii, Puerto Rico, that's about as far as the continent goes, Denny.
Van Winkle on the serve receive. A battle at the net. Denaburg's going to win that one. 8-9.
Again, they're right back in this game.
Rileigh Powers wearing the gray and the pink. April Ross is a player she looks up to. April played in an AAU Beach National Championship, if I'm not mistaken, Gino.
She has.
Denaburg with the block, coming with the kick. It's Van Winkle, and she rolls it down the line. There's some appreciation for that play.
Any good play on this beach, anyway, we appreciate it with this crowd. This is a volleyball-savvy crowd here in Hermosa Beach, and they're piling up on the strand here to watch this match.
Wow. So Van Winkle gets a well-deserved ovation for that one. Denaburg and Powers scrapping to put it back over. Another tight set, but Monk-Heidrich knows what to do with it.
Good communication by the girls from California. Even though one's LA County and one's Orange County, they matched up for this team opportunity here in the national final.
11-8. Piper serving over to Rileigh. Rileigh going cross court. Piper getting a hand on it, but it's going to hit the ground harmlessly. Another good swing from Rileigh Powers.
Girls from Florida have a hard swing. Both of them there's no weak side on that side of the court, Denny. Both have good hard swings, and both swing away when there's no block at the net.
So the strand along Hermosa Beach has come to a stop as people will stop and watch the finest junior beach volleyball players assembled. Denaburg, long and out of bounds.
Good thing we have AAU beach volleyball canopies because they couldn't see the side court banners because they're all covered by people and fans.
They sure are. So a side change. One game to 28 for the gold medal. We got a 12-9 advantage, and once you start getting beyond the 3-point advantage, it gets into dangerous territory. So this is a big play for Powers and Denaburg. Powers rolls it down the line. Abby gets a hand on it, but Piper can't chase it down.
Piper and Abby played many tournaments in Hermosa Beach right here in this very location. Not with this crowd, but sometimes 150 court tournament, 150 teams or so. Now they're in a 112-team national championship final representing the state of California.
112 teams in their division. That's just an astounding number. And it really speaks to the growth of the sport. Piper swinging across court. Rileigh able to make the play, and that is legal as it can be from Denaburg, chasing it down on the other side of the net. However, Abby is able to go inside the block to clean it up.
I think Darren Bolton will be proud of that play, coming back on the other side of the court, coming back and making that play. Lost in transition. Abby able to make that play.
So Denaburg chasing that one down, but they weren't able to cash in. That's a 3-point advantage, 13-10. Monk-Heidrich on the serve. Powers with a tough pass. Puts her partner in a bad spot, make it 14-10.
Abby Van Winkle's height, big time at the net here with that block, reading it all the way and making that play.
Abby out of San Clemente, her partner. Piper out of Manhattan Beach. There's Rileigh Powers. Woo! Powers once again hammering one.
Powers is going to handle the ball. There's no block at the net. They both look at each other saying, you take it, I got it.
14-11 in favor of Monk-Heidrich and Van Winkle. Denaburg. Lexy on the jumpy. Oh, what a one-armed set from Piper Monk-Heidrich on that.
Nice set, but just out of bounds. A little shot by Abby. Point to the girls from Florida.
That was impressive, but nonetheless, point going up for the team from Florida, 12-14. So they've cut it to 2. Now let's see if they can get even closer. Van Winkle back sets. And again, Piper, when caught tight on the net, is really an effective player. Able to use that poke, and she pokes her right in on the block. Gets it to go.
Both playing very well at the net. Abby's somewhat of a foodie, Denny.
Oh, yeah?
And a chef.
Wow. Ooh, and there's Denaburg. She ripped one on the opening serve, rips another one there, takes us in to the technical timeout, the AAU Beach Volleyball National Championships, 18 and under division. So here we go, 15-13, a 2-point lead for the team from California. The team from Florida working their way to the other side. So as you mentioned, our PA address announcer Vaughn Lennon mentions, all 4 committed to UCLA, Gino.
I believe the California girls are 2018 graduates, and the Florida girls are 2019 grads,
wow.
Denny.
So Denaburg, who's got a very effective jump serve. She may miss sometimes, but she certainly puts her team in at the advantage with the pace she puts on the ball. Van Winkle handles it nicely. Gets the right set. Denaburg, though, is sitting on it. Denaburg with no block up. Van Winkle dropping off, not able to handle it. 14-15.
Again, not the perfect set. Denaburg's able to still make a play. Abby was dropping, nowhere to go in that no-man zone. Try to dig it out, but just couldn't quite make that play.
Denaburg. Lexy out of Merrit Island, Florida. With another intense serve. And she ties the score at 15.
I remember Denny vacation Merritt Island, Florida, not too long ago. Had a nice time out there. And
oh, yeah.
Visit Cocoa Beach and all the sights and sounds of Florida.
Well, there are various sights and sounds, and you just got to enjoy it for yourself. Lexy, though, will be dealing with the 405, getting to UCLA. So she'll trade in. She'll trade in to come to Southern California for that. It looks like Monk-Heidrich is taking a equipment timeout. Does that count as an official timeout, Gino?
No official timeout. She has time to either clean her glasses and go right back to the court.
Pair of 15s on the board. Lexy, jump serve, cross court. Van Winkle. Monk-Heidrich is able to put it down on 2.
Piper able to make that play. Just slipped right over the top of the net. Good for a point.
So it's 16-15. Monk-Heidrich. No indoor club for her. She's a full-time beach player. In addition to playing for her high school in the fall. Piper, pretty shot. Showed line, came back across, you know.
Nice shot. Saw the block up. Abby making the call for her, saying go down the line.
So back up by 2 at 17-15. One beach to the north is where Monk-Heidrich makes her home. And right there, she makes a beautiful play off the deflected ball. And now she's getting a chance to put them up by 3. And no, Lexy is there. And she rolls shots down. That's a big dig right there.
I like the defense on both sides of the court. Piper was moving back and forth trying to pick up that dig, but Lexy is able to make a nice play off that dig.
Instead of a 2-point deficit, they cut it to 1. They can look to tie it up yet again. Rileigh Powers. (16), serving 17. Again, Piper's got to go over on 2, and she's doing a good job of handling some of those tight passes.
I think she can read the defense right now. She saw them kind of out of position, able to make a quick shot on that second pass.
Well, everybody that's visiting the beach today, most of them are over here watching this 18 final. Oh, that is impressive. Lexy putting up a ball, and Rileigh can take it over her shoulder and put it away like that, Gino.
Again, no block in the play there. She's going to put that down every time, especially any set that's a little bit off the net.
Rileigh Powers, with that, slices it once again to 1. Let's see if they can catch him at 18. So well played. 18 girls final. Piper putting up the set, and you hear her call out line. Abby following the instructions, gets the point.
Must have had a good timeout, a lot of communication. I noticed a better defense from the girls from California. A lot of talk's going to help their game.
So at 19-17, Denaburg and Powers want to stay right next to him. Powers cuts it across, and look what we got is, again, just a 1-point lead.
Reading the play, notice she's not taking the hard swing in that play. She saw the block up, looking for the open space in the court. It's still good for a point, Denny.
That was a good deep serve. Denaburg showing some speed, chasing that ball down, almost making it turn it into something, but nonetheless, point going the other way.
She went from net to banner to chase that ball down, able to make a play, but not Powers, not quite, just out of her reach to make that third pass.
Piper Monk-Heidrich. She has favorite players at Barbara Fontana and Holly McPhee, a couple of names I recognize from my days announcing Women Pro Beach Volleyball on the WPVA Tour, Gino.
Exactly. Holly McPhee, one of her coaches over at the Elite Beach Volleyball Club in Manhattan Beach.
So Abby back to serve it up. There's another battle at the net. 19-20.
It's back and forth, Denny. One team's going to break away. It's not happening quite yet. Very little mistakes happen here on the court.
All right. Denaburg. Low toss, so she can't really go after it like she normally does. Tough side to do it anyways. Denaburg with a one-hand dig. Now an opportunity for a point. Just wide and out of bounds.
Still making smart decisions, trying to put the ball where they're not, especially when the block is up. That's what they got to continue to do to make them forced to make those kind of shots. With no block, they're going to pound the ball.
21-19 again. Denaburg and Powers want to stay close. Again, Rileigh Powers gets the set. And again, that ball is called long and out of bounds. So it's back up to a 3-point lead.
With Abby at the net, she's forced to make those kind of plays. Abby puts up a good block. She's trying to put the ball somewhere in the back line, just missing out of bounds.
And we got a timeout called. So a 3-point lead for the team from Southern California. Coming up next on the AAU Beach's national program, it's another one of the majors, Gino, the West Coast AAU Junior Olympic Games. Okay, dangerous territory for the team from Florida. They're down 3. But that's all right. Lexy puts it away, cuts it to 2.
First swing with the block up. Abby tried to reach that partner. Is it Powers looking for that line call? Got the ball away from Abby, and Piper couldn't quite reach that ball as well.
Rileigh Powers. That's a side change. So again, the AAU Beach Volleyball program pulling off a major event on the sands of Southern California. A little shout out to Tournament Director Christine Jimbo, Operations Director Tyler Rootkin, That poked in, long and out of bounds. Or no, it's in. So 23-20, Gino.
Pokey's making a play in this game. So good ball control by all four of these girls to make very good shots in the court.
So we're just north of the Hermosa Beach Pier. Coming down the stretch of the gold medal game, 18 girls finals. Powers dug out by Monk-Heidrich. Piper tries to play one into the wind, but it goes too wide and bounds.
She knew she missed it right when she struck that ball, just out of bounds. Come right back.
21 serving 23. They've been hanging around all game, either tied or down one, and they're down one once again. And that's where that kind of powerful, aggressive serve pays off.
Nice serve by Lexy down the line. Piper couldn't quite reach for it. Keeping it close now, 23-22, Denny.
So Lexy feeling it on the jump. So let's see if she comes again. So much depends on the toss. Monk-Heidrich is going to get the set. And she cuts it, and this time it stays in the court, 24-22.
Nice cut shot. Not much to do with that ball on the block there, but made a perfect shot down the line opposite the court.
So Monk-Heidrich has had a really strong Southern Pacific Grand Prix Series this year. Nominee for Player of the Year. Roll shot down the line, Rileigh Powers.
Lost in transition in that defense by the girls from California, able to make that play. Nobody home.
This game never really been too far separated, and it's not now. It's 23-24. Team from Florida looking to tie it up. Van Winkle putting it away.
Abby able to make a nice shot there. Nice set by Piper.
25, serving 23. Van Winkle positioned perfectly. Shot down the line, gets it 26-23.
Misplay by the girls from Florida, forcing the free ball over, allowing Van Winkle and Monk-Heidrich to make a great play.
Crowd making a little noise of appreciation for the teams. It's 26-23, and these are must side-out points. Big play here. Powers picks it up. She's been ripping balls. She puts this one down the line and gets it.
Good communication by our partner. Saw the line wide open. Good for a little cut shot. Good for a point. Right back in this, 24-26.
She had to have that one, and she got it, 24-26. And now, you still going aggressive off your serve, Gino?
If that's her game, that's what we're going to go with. I'd see a hard serve right here.
Here comes Lexy Denaburg. Good high toss. Takes a little something off it, but great placement. Monk-Heidrich's going to have to free ball it over. Chance to cut it to one. Here comes a set. Lexy goes up, pokes it down the line. We got a 1-point ball game.
Again, starts with a nice serve. Put the girls from California out of position a bit, and looks like they need to call a timeout here.
Wow, what a game. 25-26, gold medal game. Both teams have used their timeouts, so they won't receive any more. And somebody's going to get this game. Got to win by 2. Going to 28. Lexy Denaburg has been serving bombs. See if she goes after it. Pretty good ball. Van Winkle picks it up. She's going to try to beat the block, and does. It's 27-25. Gold medal point.
That's a timeout they want. I want to side out this point and have set point, gold medal point on the serving stripe, and that's exactly what they have.
So here it is for the gold medal. Piper Monk-Heidrich will serve it. She goes after Rileigh Powers. Powers gets the set, rolls it high down the line, gets the point.
It's still gold medal match point for the girls from California. They sat out here. They win this thing. That's a great timeout. They had a point ago, put them to 2 points up. Now they're still at side-out point here.
This has been nothing short of a spectacular game. Well played. Gold medal point. Team from Southern California. Powers picks it up. She comes in, goes down, and Monk-Heidrich. Monk-Heidrich for the medal. That's blocked down, and for the point, we're tied at 27.
I seen the girls from Florida come back and tie up the game when they beat in the quarterfinals in a 32-30 game, just like this play here. They cannot let this team back in if they want to hold on here. 27-27.
What a big block at the net by Powers. She's got to catch her breath for a second while they adjust the line. Again, each team has spent their timeouts. Do they get any if it goes into extra points, Gino?
They do not. They have to play it out.
Ball served in. Van Winkle. And Monk-Heidrich, yet again, cashing in on a two-shot.
She saw something. She saw them transitioning their defense, saw it wide open. Why not go for it?
28-27, Van Winkle will do the honors at game point, national championship point. Powers swings cross court. Van Winkle guessed line and went cross court.
Second gold medal match point from the California girls, now tied up again. This looks like a repeat of the quarterfinal game I saw against the other girls from California.
And despite the fact that the Southern California teams you might think are holding on some kind of home turf, the cheering, that's just not the case. I mean, there's just as many people from each section of the country out here cheering on their athletes. 28's on the board. What a spectacular gold medal game. Denaburg with the serve. That's Piper. She rolls it. Cuts it, rather, and it's wide and out of bounds. And look who's holding gold medal point now.
This is a game back and forth. Piper tried to do the same kind of cut shot. She saw it open, went for it. Didn't pay off this time.
Denaburg and Powers have been here before in the quarters and in the semis, and here they are serving for the gold medal. The block and the gold medal goes to Denaburg and Powers. Oh, what a finish.
Great comeback by the girls from Florida. They have not led the entire game. They come back towards the end of the match and win in overtime, Denny.
So they did it all the way through to the gold medal. Congratulations to Denaburg and Powers. Coming up next, the awarding of medals in the 18 girls competition. This is the AAU Beach Volleyball National Championships. Winning the gold medal from Merritt Island, Florida, Lexy Denaburg, and from Oveido, Florida, Rileigh Powers. We're here with the national champions on the AAU Beach Volleyball Tour. Rileigh Powers and Lexy Denaburg, congratulations on winning your medal.
Thank you.
All right, well, tell me something. How'd you feel about the atmosphere out there? Was that pretty fun to play in front of a crowd like that?
Yeah, it was really fun, and I like all our family and like Florida friends. Like everyone was just like cheering.
That was awesome.
Yeah, it was just really fun.
That was a lot of fun. I'm always curious what kind of like strategy you have coming in to the game. It's kind of fun for people that watch this to think what you were thinking before.
We came into the game. We wanted to be really aggressive. We knew that we wanted to play our game and control the game, run our tempo sets, get good on serve receive, like side out every ball. So we just wanted to make sure that we controlled the game and kept it that way.
Actually, while you have the microphone, I have a question for you. Coming down the stretch, you're looking at opposing team holding game point, but you're still going after it on your jumper.
I knew that I had to be aggressive because if I wasn't, I just gave them the ball, then they were going to side out anyways. So I knew that I just had to go for it and just hope for the best.
Nice. Speaking of which, Rileigh, the big block at the end. Can you remember how that play played out?
Well, I knew we had to get a defensive play just to end the games, and I saw her go up, and I was like, I need to block this ball, so
Yeah,
I did it.
That was awesome. Now, the whole game, I think, virtually the whole game, I think you caught him a couple times, but you're either trailing 3-2, 1 points, but then you just turned on at the end. It seemed like that was the same thing that happened in your quarterfinal game, and maybe even your semifinal. Is that right? Yeah, tell me a little bit about the quarterfinal game, because that one got the crowd going.
I think we started off like really slow. We were down like 7 points, and we call a timeout, and we're like, dude, we need to get this going.
Right.
Like like we have one set to give it all. I was like, we're not going out like this. So we just turned on a switch, and we gave everything we had.
But you still had, Lexy, you still had something left in the tank to get through the semifinals, which was a rough game too, right?
Yeah, we kind of trailed that game a lot too, and we were like, we just did this. We can come back. We know we can. You know, let's pull it out. Let's just go for it. Be aggressive, and it worked out in our favor.
How did you like the format where you're playing out over 3 days, multiple, one sets?
I actually liked it a lot. I think we got in a lot of good games and a lot of sets, and it felt more like in the AVPs, how they have like more days. It kind of felt more like that rather than just one day where you play pool play and then bracket in the same day.
Now, I think last year, is it 2 years you've won a gold medal? 15s and 16s or just 16s?
15s and 16s.
Look at you guys. Wow, on fire. Rileigh, you gonna come back to try to next year?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you got to close this out.
Yeah, we have to. One
Right
more
on.
year.
Tell me a little bit about both you and your opponents committing to UCLA. So I think you're on your way to UCLA. You made a commitment to UCLA, is that correct? Right. And have you visited the campus and everything? And
yeah.
Tell me a little bit about it.
The campus is really nice, and Stein's a really great coach, and I love all the girls coming in. They're all great players. And I think it was really fun how we had UCLA playing Brooke, who's also going to UCLA in the semis, and then we played Piper and Abby.
Right. Oh, wow.
They're going to UCLA too, so it was really cool, like playing our future teammates.
You guys are Stein's building what John Wooden had over there with basketball with all those championships. You guys are going to go on a roll. Well, congratulations on winning this championship and your gold medal.
Thank you.
Right on. We'll see you again next year. Going for the three-peat. All right.